Hey everybody, Chris Ducker here. Thanks very much for being with me. I very much appreciate it. And for all my replay viewers, thank you for tuning in on the replay. Even if you're not live, you know I love you. You know I love you. So today we're going to be talking all about getting started on building your online home. So we're going to talk about a little bit of visual type branding. We're going to talk about getting started with your blog and what you should be writing about to begin your online home and all that sort of stuff as well. Before we get cracking, let me just go ahead and share this on my profile to get some peeps in, and then we'll get moving. Where's everybody tuning in from? Let me know. I'd love to know. All right. Okay, we are good to go. All right. Well, thank you very much. I very much appreciate you being here. And like I said, if you are watching the replay, thank you very, very much. So today is all about building your online home and what you need to do and not do to do it properly. Okay, as you come in and you want to share the broadcast, I very much appreciate it. So one of the big things I see a lot of people not doing when it comes to building their personal brand online is focusing in on the visual elements of that personal brand. It's not as simple as just getting some pre-designed logo from somewhere for 50 bucks and sticking it on your website and making it look as pretty as you can. You've got to really think about your visual brand. Your visual brand, your logo particularly, has a lot to do with how you will be perceived by your perfect customer, which is what we talked about on yesterday's video. So you've got to think about your brand. Is it going to be energetic? Is it going to be really action orientated? If so, you probably want to use lots of bright colors, a nice bold font on that logo. If it's not, if it's going to be a little bit more subdued, a little bit more traditional, you're probably going to look at some script type fonts and maybe some more pastel type colors and light grays and things like that. But really seriously look and think solidly about the visual look of your personal brand. If you don't, it could come back to haunt you at some point in the future when you have to shift and change gears a little bit. So that's the first thing. Really spend some time looking through the visual elements of your, or brainstorming the visual elements of your overall brand ideas. So now that that's set up and we've set up our online home, our blog is up and running. If you haven't already got a blog up and running, what I'd love for you to do is to make sure that you check out Bluehost. Okay, they're my hosting company for almost all of my websites. You can get a very, very special deal if you go to chrisducker.com/Bluehost. Okay, so make sure you go. With that to one side, you've got your blog set up, you're rocking and rolling. It's time to create your first blog post. So what you've got to do is sit down and brainstorm on a few of your first topics. Now this goes back to yesterday's video a little bit when we were talking about our perfect customer. What are some of the things that they're struggling with? What things would your perfect customer be going to Google for and actually typing in terms of searches and things like that? That's the type of content that you need to create in order to be able to produce great content and get it out there into the world and in front of the most important people, your perfect customers. Okay, so brainstorm on a few things. Think about then, once you've got some topics that you're going to probably create some blog content about, think about then actual titles, all right? Attention grabbing, benefit driving titles that you know that people are going to be interested in clicking on if they come across it via a link elsewhere online. And then what I want you to think about is setting up your email marketing funnel as well, or just your email marketing autoresponder. Now you could do this initially by just creating email addresses from the people that you come into contact with, but we want to try and do this the right way out of the gate. All right, so start thinking about signing up for some kind of an email automation software. I use ConvertKit, so you can go to chrisducker.com/ConvertKit and you get 1 month for free to begin with. And ConvertKit, really what it does is it allows people to sign up on my website for my newsletter, for my subscribership, and then once you've got those email addresses, you can go ahead and send those autoresponders or those automatic emails out to the people on there. ConvertKit is a great company and they're growing at a very rapid pace. So if you do get involved with them now, I know it's going to serve you very well further down the line. I love them. I love their founders. I love everything they stand for. They're a great firm. So once again, chrisducker.com/ConvertKit for your first month for free with ConvertKit as well. So once that's set up, think about what you can create now. This is all part of setting up our home. We've got our blog up and running. We know what our visual brand looks like. We're creating our first few pieces of content. Now we want to get to the point where we create that opt-in magnet, or that opt-in bribe, for want of a better term, so that people are going to relinquish their email addresses to you in order to get something from you. All right, so great ideas and examples are things like ebooks, or maybe a short video series. Maybe it's an audio download of some variety. Possibly it's just a one-off video, something like this, which is only available if they sign up for your newsletter or for your email list as a whole. All right, so think about those things. Solve one big problem with your opt-in magnet. You want to provide an instant win, or at least a quick win, for your audience in order to get them to sign up for your email autoresponder. All right, so recap real quick on today's quick lesson. Number one, make sure that when you do get your blog set up, that it's done properly with a good hosting company, so it's not going to end up crashing on you at any point. I recommend Bluehost, okay, at chrisducker.com/Bluehost. I also suggest then you spend some time really thinking about the visual elements of your personal brand. Okay, the visual elements. What's your logo going to look like? What fonts are you going to use? What colors are going to be your 2 or 3 main primary colors? Think about that as well. Third, go ahead and make sure you get set up with an autoresponder type email marketing service such as ConvertKit. You can sign up, get a month, chrisducker.com/ConvertKit. And then finally, start creating content that is really aimed towards your perfect customer, that person that you know you can help above and beyond everyone else, that person that will ultimately end up becoming somebody who is sending you money on at least a semi-regular basis. Okay, that's how you get your own home set up properly online. And tomorrow we're going to be talking, I've got my little list up here, tomorrow we're going to be talking all about getting your social media sorted out. Everybody's doing social media, but so many people are doing it horrifically bad. So I'm going to get you in shape, get you set up properly so that you're looking good across all your social media platforms. And we're going to also talk about why you shouldn't be everywhere, literally, and focusing in on just 2 or 3 platforms. It's going to be a really, really good setup. Ismay, thank you very much for that little, oh, I love all this. Look at the lovely little comment she's got here with all the little recaps. Isn't she good, everybody? Round of applause for you. If I could like, can I? I don't think I can like, but if I could like your comment right now on the phone, I would do. I can do it on my desktop when I'm done. You guys are great to hang out with. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any quick questions they want to fire at me? I know there's a little bit of a lag between me asking and you replying, so I'm going to wait for a bit. But I'd love to be able to answer a couple of quick questions in regards to setting up your online home in the right way. Very much so. If I can do that real quick. If not, I am out of here. Ismay says, great value as always. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about social media and getting it set up right. So many people are making so many horrific mistakes on social. So I'm going to be back at you again then. No questions. I love you and leave you for the time being, everybody. Thank you very much for being with me here on Facebook. I do appreciate it. And yeah, let's keep going with this. I'm enjoying it.